The town of Hinton respectfully acknowledges that it is located on the First Peoples traditional lands. We recognize this traditional territory to show respect and understanding to those who walk this land since time immemorial. Today, we uphold our ongoing responsibility to work together in the spirit of the intent of the treaties with all the First Peoples and nations that call this place home. The town expresses gratitude for the opportunity to build a better community on these sacred lands for generations to come. With that, we will call this special council meeting for April 23rd, 2024 to order. Adoption of the agenda. Councillor Hawes.
I will move that we adopt the agenda for the special meeting from 23rd, 2024.
Thank you, Councillor Hawes. Council, the motion on the floor is that council adopt the agenda as presented. Any discussion? Seeing nothing, we'll call the question. Councillors, please vote now. Councillor Taylor voting by hand in favor. And Councillor Ostashik as well, voting in favor by hand. Councillor Race managed to do it on the machine. Okay, good. Takes us to item 3.1 on our agenda, the 2023 consolidated financial statements. CEO Panasic.
Thank you, Mayor. Nothing to add from my perspective, but I'll turn over to Ms. Bourbeau if there is anything additional.
On the 2023 audited financial statements. The auditor, Israel Wasserman from JDP Wasserman, was in earlier today at the committee of the whole meeting, proceeding with special meeting, and presented financial statements to all of the committee present. The questions that committee had were answered throughout the presentation. Administration is before council this evening, requesting that we adopt the 2023 consolidated financial statements as presented. We are legislated to have our financial statements filed with the province by May 1st every year. Also, financial statements is another piece in the puzzle of the financial administration for the organization that allows us to move forward with setting tax rate bylaws, which will be coming forward. So with that, I will take any questions that council may have on the financial statements or the presentation by our auditor.
Councillor Taylor.
Why the word adopt versus approve?
Ms. Bourbeau.
Through the chair to all of committee, perhaps just a
Doesn't matter.
slip for myself. It's the word I've always used. Approved works just fine as well.
Thank you, Ms. Bourbeau. Councillor Taylor.
I'd like to accept to make a motion that the town adopts the town of Hinton 2023 consolidated financial statements as presented.
Thank you, Councillor Taylor.
And I'd like to say, I see, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, these financial statements as a positive statement of the town's health. The reserves have gone up by about 2 million or so, from 18 to 20 to 21 million. Expenses and revenues have gone up by reasonable amounts. Debt has gone down. Interest we're getting on our reserves has come in. So I see this as a positive statement, which is a good place to be considering what we have coming up with the water treatment plant and obligations in the future. It looks like we're in a good position right now. Is that a correct assessment?
To the chair to all of council, I think that's very well put. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you, Ms. Bourbeau. Thank you, Councillor Taylor. Councillor Hawes.
Yeah, just a quick question about, and I'm in favor of adopting it, but on the investments, I remember it was what, 1.2 million or so investment. Is there a plan? What is the normal procedure with investments, where it goes, or is that something that will be coming as a discussion item or something to discuss as a council to what we do with that investment?
Through the chair to all of council, general practice for any interest earned on reserve monies is it's invested back into the reserves. And that is one of the reasons why our reserves have grown as much as they have, in addition to the budgeted contributions that council has set forward. In the 2024 budget, there was a request to use a small amount of that anticipated investment to help balance the budget and offset. So we've made those allowances as well.
Councillor Hutch.
Just to follow, was one of those, if I recall, the RCMP, was that to come from investment? If I recall, we had that conversation during the budget, not this year, but last year. Is that where we're gonna be paying it from?
Through the chair to all of council, absolutely. At council's direction, we set up a reserve and specifically named it for gathering monies from the investments on the RCMP invoice that's coming due in Q1. So we're well set to be paying for that. It was included in the 2024 budget. So administration has that definitely on our radar.
Excellent, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Bourbeau. Thank you, Councillor Haas. Council, any further discussion? The motion on the floor is the council adopts Town of Hinton 2023 consolidated financial statements as presented. Councillors, please vote now. Councillor Taylor voting in favor by hand. Councillor Stachek in favor by hand. And that motion is carried unanimously. Councillor Haas.
I move to adjourn.
Excellent. Council, the motion on the floor is a motion to adjourn. All in favor? Carried unanimously. Excellent work, everybody.